Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast. Joining as always is your host, Tricky, and my co-host, Will. I reckon you've done well with that intro. You've kept up with me there.
Oh, no, I did very well there. For all the people watching, I just mimicked Trent the whole way through that.
How are you going today, mate?
I'm going good. Just woke up pretty much. So
yeah, beautiful sleeping. I was sitting there. I was like,
turn your phone off, Will. Jesus Christ.
I was sitting there. I was like, sometimes I can be the one that holds people up because I like to go to the gym afterwards. But I was sitting there going, it's not like Will.
Clock's ticking.
I was like, this is not like Will. I was like, I have time to make my eggs. Made my eggs. Started watching the new Sidemen video. I was like, geez, clock's ticking. I still need to go for my walk. And I started messaging you, nothing. I was like, I'll just go for my walk. And
yeah,
sure, I reckon you messaged me, just got up. Where was I?
You probably would have been about 10 minutes into your walk, I reckon.
I was just passing Glover.
Yeah. You wouldn't have been far into your
walk. I was just passing Glover. So I was like, perfect. But went out on the weekend?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Where'd you go?
Just Pink Hill, mate.
Yeah.
Nothing special. My mate who works there, he's finishing up, so I thought I'd see him on his second last shift.
Mm-hmm.
Pop in, have a few drinks. Big up the 75 hard.
Big up the 75 hard. Day 30, going strong.
Couple of drinks. Yeah.
You coming out with me on the end of the 75 hard?
Yeah.
Mine finishes on a Friday night.
Oh, bullshit.
So it finishes on a Friday, so that's Saturday.
That'll be a big day.
I don't know if I'll be able to launch straight into it, though. If that makes
straight into the...
Like a big one after that.
Could kill you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, not kill you, but could do some damage.
Not even that. I don't even know, like, if after that long, I might not even feel having a big one. If that makes
true.
sense. Yeah,
true, I suppose.
It'll just depend because got some news. Got the official thing for commentary for the Mornington Peninsula. So also
beautiful.
Also depend on what time I finish up on there on a Saturday. Because after that, they want me to go in and do some post-game interviews. So,
okay.
So also depend on that. But
do you know what games you've got?
No idea.
When does that start? When does local footy start back up?
2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
not bad.
Let's get into some footy chat, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll move on to that.
Well, was there anything else that happened on the weekend, mate? Sorry.
Nah,
you looked like you had something to say.
No. Just watch Hawthorn get absolutely fucking smashed. Other than that, nothing else.
I'll start off with Thursday night.
Yeah, go on.
Thursday night, we obviously had St Kilda and the Pies at the MCG. St Kilda got the chocolates, 14-10-94, defeating the Pies, 12-7-79. They slipped to 0-3. Jack Higgins kicked 4, one of the goals. I think he was 10 rows back, but
he wasn't.
He even admitted it. Did you not see after? He goes, I think I was in the Monash car park. Higgins 4, King 3, Henry 2, and Membry 2 for the Pies. Elliott kicked 3, McInnes kicked 3, Hill and Lipinski kicked the 2. Disposals, Wanganeen Malera had 32 to go along with 11 marks and 613 metres gained. Steele had 26 to go along with 11 tackles. Marshall had 24 with 11 clearances. Battle had 24 with 12 intercepts, and Windhager also had 24 with 7 clearances, 7 score involvements and 6 tackles, while also doing a run with roll with Nick Dacos as well. Josh Dacos was the leading disposal getter for the Pies with 29 and 719 metres gained, while Brandon Maynard 24 with 571 metres gained. First thing that I noticed about this game was Mason Wood's head knock.
Yeah, broken collarbone.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah, didn't look good.
And concussion.
It didn't look good, did it?
It didn't look flash.
And he was taken to hospital for precautionary reasons, where he was diagnosed obviously for, as you mentioned, a broken collarbone. Yep. In addition to the concussion. Yeah, so he'll be out for a little bit. Do you want to take the next one? Next point, mate. I don't know.
Next point. Saints are quick and really what? Catapulted. I thought that said capitalised, and you spelled that horrifically. No. Off half back.
Do you agree? I thought that the way they moved the ball through the likes of, I was on him big time last year, and he's just gone even higher heights at a young age. Nasiah Wanganeen Malera.
Oh, yeah.
Through the 100%. Likes of him. But don't you think they looked quick?
They did, especially off the half-back line, as you said.
Through him and like Brad Hill, Darcy Wilson.
I noticed that they really capitalised on turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they were able to move the ball from their defense into the attacking football was really good.
I just thought that they were really quick.
Yeah. And
That's
really
the
good with
first-
their when they were on, their ball movement impeccable. Hard to stop.
And another thing I noticed, the Pies were so fumbly.
Yeah, especially some of your
One
more
person, who's the first? I can tell you who's the first person that comes to your mind when you think of fumbles lately. Mine's still side bottom, without a doubt.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't pick up a bar of soap at the moment. Jesus Christ, Steely.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
No,
Especially, I'm pretty sure Craig McRae hinted at it as well in the post match.
I don't get how everyone's saying, "Oh, Nick Dacos is having an off year." Mate, he carried the team on his the midfield on his shoulders for the first 2 games, and he had one bad game because he got tagged. Like,
Yeah.
and he was having 30.
do you think
he was having
Nick-
37 and 10 clearances every game before that?
Yeah, true. Do you think Dacos struggles with the tag?
Early on in his career, getting used to it. There'll be some weeks where he can, some weeks where he can't. I think.
Yep.
Just working around him. He's been in contact with Gary Ablett Jr. Working his way around it. But it'll be something he'll work towards getting through. I'm sure it will be better down the long run. There will definitely be times where people get a hold of him. Like all star midfielders have been tagged and struggled.
Yep.
Let's be real. Like they've all, and especially when they're a bigger body. But we'll talk about another attempt of tag and roll later in the piece as well. But one person I thought was good, didn't know if you noticed. I really liked Reece McInnes, who came in for Ash Johnson and really took it with both hands with the 3 goals.
Yeah, with this game, I was working the night, but I got to catch the first 20 minutes and then I got to catch 2 other 20-minute segments of it. But in one of them, I saw that goal he kicked, and he does look dangerous. He looks better than Ash Johnson, I reckon.
Takes a good mark. It works hard, I think, too, as well. And Max Keane also receives a 1-match suspension for a bump on Finn McRae, and they're going to challenge it, though.
Do you reckon? I don't reckon there was too much in it. Like, it wasn't...
It caught him high, caught him late. I don't think they've really got a place to argue for one match. Like, if it was 2 matches, I'd understand why they'd be challenging it.
Yep.
But 1 match, I think just cop the 1 match. You've got him high, you've got him late. He's already got rid of the ball.
Yep.
I think just cop the 1 match and move on, I think there.
Yep.
One of the crucial blows for the Saints, though, late in the game was Liam Henry, who showed some real speed off
hamstring
that.
Strain.
Yeah, speed off the wing. So they initially thought it was just tightness, but has since proven to be far worse. Scans later on Friday revealed a high-grade hamstring strain. They'll rule him out until round 9 at the earliest.
Strains are shit because your muscle is pretty much contracted the whole time, and it takes ages for it to come good again. And even when it does come good, it's still, you've got the potential it could come straight back.
Yep.
It's a shit injury. So that's a tough blow for the Saints. He was looking pretty exciting as well. He was giving a lot of good run.
Yep. Next game, mate.
Next game, Adelaide v Geelong.
That does say Adelaide.
Yeah, I said Adalong.
Oh, I thought you were saying that's what my spelling said.
Adalong v Geelong and Adelaide Oval. Far out. I've made a meal of this. 11-11-77 defeated by 11-12-96, 19 points.
13-12.
Oh, who cares? Goal kickers, Fogarty with 2, Walker with 2, Burgers with 2, Rankin with 2, Hawkins with 4, Unreal, Myers 3, Cameron 2, Henry 2. Disposals, Crouch had 37 with 10 score involvements, 9 clearances. Laird 29, 8 clearances. Dawson 26 with 7 score involvements. Stewart for the Cats had 28 with 89% efficiency, 11 marks. 10 of them intercepts, equaling the record there. Where was I? Myers with 26, 3 goals, 2 assists. And Holmes with 24 with 5 clearances. The pitch invader.
What was he thinking?
It was pretty funny.
No, but it was. But he ran into the play. I had someone message me saying he should charge Ben Keys for assault.
A bit harsh. Who messaged you that, Connor?
Yep.
Yeah, thought so.
But like he ran into the play and like into the middle of the scrimmage. Like what was he thinking?
He stole the security's hat as he jumped the fence too.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what, the security need to work on their fitness a bit.
I tell you what, he's got off fucking light.
What, 3-year ban?
Yeah, that's light. It should be a minimum 5 to 10 year ban.
No.
Yes.
No.
He's ran into a scrimmage like that. It should be a minimum 5 to 10 year ban.
Up.
Should be a minimum 5
There's someone I know that ran onto the G and they didn't even get 5 years.
5 to 10 year ban. He got too close. He got too close to the players.
Too close, mate. He was in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
He could have grabbed the ball and ran off and kicked a goal.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was too dangerous. Should be a 5.
3 years is all right. Come on, mate.
3 years. 3 years is not enough. He'll cop that and be like, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's come on, mate. It's 3 years.
5 to
3
10
years is a long time still.
No, it's not.
It is though.
Not if we want to make a statement on this. 3 years is not enough.
Oh, okay.
3 years is not enough. But the fact that he got bodied by Ben Keys, he's lucky Ben Keys hardly touched him because he's lucky Ben Keys didn't put him into next week. Let's be real. He was being an idiot. Ben Keys hardly touched him and he fell over like a pancake.
Yeah, fair enough. But look at the size of the bloke.
Oh yeah, running around. He's only 22. Turn up, mate. You're being a fuckwit. Anyways, Cats look good.
They did look all right. I had Adelaide penciled in for a decent win here.
So did I.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't reckon Adelaide played that good at football though.
They haven't played that good at football to start the year at all this season.
So I don't know if that's Geelong's good or the teams they've played.
Anytime you beat Adelaide at Adelaide, I think you got to give the hats off.
Yeah, but I suppose they didn't play that great of a brand of football. You know what I mean?
Rankin and Rochelle need to spend more time in the midfield, I think.
I think Rankin definitely.
Rochelle as well, I think needs to play a bit more time. He's got the X factor.
Yeah. Myers continues his form from last year. He had a very good game. Yes. Very impactful game.
Obviously last year he was racking up assists for not kicking goals, but this year he started off kicking goals, 3 goals with the 26 touches.
2 goal assists as well. So he's not only is he kicking goals himself, he's creating a attacking spark for other players in the team.
Yeah.
Tom Stewart, as I mentioned before, in his 150th an even AFL record with the 10 intercept marks, which was pretty impressive.
He dominated that game.
Yeah, he did look good.
Absolutely. There's been a question raised. Is there been a better first 150 games we've seen, at least recently? I
reckon there has been.
It's a very valid point. He's played 7 seasons.
Yep.
5 All-Australians already and a grand final medal. He's only missed out in his first year and he missed out in one of the COVID years where he got suspended for 6 weeks.
Yeah, not good.
Every other time he's made an All-Australian, it's a very good case to... He's just obviously a mature age recruit as well, a pure player and a footballer. I think it's a very good argument to say he's up there in one of the best first 150 games. It's really...
There's definitely an argument for it.
If you looked at his accolades, you'd think, he's played 250, 300, but he's only played the 150, so there's plenty more to go.
Can't agree with you more there. Injuries for that game, we had Patrick Dangerfield with a hamstring. There's no news back on that yet, is there?
Don't.
He's going for scans, I think, today or tomorrow.
Saturday, we had North and Freo at Marvel. I watched... did I watch the first...
North looked good. That's all I'm saying is North looked all right.
They look good in the first half, look shit in the second half.
Doesn't matter. That's better than they did last year.
11-10-76, defeated by 15-12, 102-26 points. Curtis and Powell Zerha kicked 2 for North, while Frederick, Tabernar, Banfield, Jackson all kicked 2 for the Dockers. Sheasel continuing his form at 35. Dave Juniak at 30 with 9 clearances. Powell at 28 to go along with 2 goals, 9 score enrollments, and 8 clearances, while Fisher off the half-back line had 25. So wrong, so right. 35 had 35 again, 11 score involvements, 8 clearances and 6 tackles. Clark had 28 at 89% efficiency, and Brayshaw at 27. Jackson dominated with 24, 21 hitouts, 2 goals.
Unreal super
10 score involvements and 7 clearances. Is he in your team?
No, he's not. My ruckman is Brody Grundy and Sherry.
He's not my ruckman either, but he's sitting in that forward line, so he's done me well there.
Fair enough.
Luke Jackson was huge, as we mentioned, in that second half, sparkling the comeback of the Dockers. There's an argument to say, at the start of this season, you could argue he's the best ruckman in the comp, if not top 2.
Yeah, he's definitely top 3, I reckon.
You could argue he's top 2 with the form, because Max Gawn obviously had that first game, like the most consistent one. I think the way he impacts games too. It's going to be interesting when Darcy comes back.
There was a did you see the passage of play where he almost looked like a midfielder with the quick handball, getting it back and then kicking it inside forward 50. The athleticism he has is...
Well, he was a very good basketball. He represented Australian basketball at a younger age. So that's definitely on full...
Does he have a basketball background?
Yeah, he does actually.
He does. Scotty Pendlebury 2.0.
Yes. Trailing by 32 points, I was midway through the second term. The Dockers rattled off 9 consecutive goals.
Yeah, second week in a row they've been able to come back. In last week they were down by 7 goals, and they've turned it. Oh no, sorry, they kicked 7 goals to I think one behind or maybe 1 goal.
Yep,
and they really turned it around. They've done it again this week, which is pretty impressive, knowing that the Dockers can come from essentially nowhere, and produce spark back into their game and kick a winning total.
Yep. Tom Papley had a breakout game, I thought, as well. As I mentioned, 28 disposals and 2 goals. Was draft pick 13 2020. There's always been big raps on him. Hasn't been able to put consistent footy together, but it's looking like this season he started off really well.
Yeah, it'll be good to see if he can keep up that high level of football, because if he does, I think he could really contribute to North Melbourne, improving a lot since, over last year.
Next game, mate.
Good game, this.
Yeah, great game.
So, Hawthorn v Melbourne, 5 goals, 8-38, defeated by Melbourne, 14-9-93, 55-point drubbing. I'm doing terrible with the talking today. Goal kickers for the Hawks, we had Watson, McDonald, Weddle, Bruce and Lewis. For the Demons, we had Fritz with 5, Pickett with 3, Chandler 2. Disposals, Petrarca 29, 1 goal, 4 goal assists, 11 score involvements, 8 inside 50s and 6 clearances.
Big game.
Langdon had 26, and for the Hawks we had a James Sicily with 27, 13 marks, Walper with 27, 9 inside 50, Scrimshaw 26, 92% efficiency and 9 marks. Stephen May sent to hospital with suspected broken ribs after a knee. After Chol.
And then Chol fell on top of him. And then knee him and then fell on top of him. And I'm pretty sure he's punctured some lungs.
I thought that's what might have happened.
It's not good what he's done.
Well, I said I was at the game and it happened.
Chol's a big boy.
Oh yeah, he's not light either. But I said,
let's look up his weight. Oh, that's right. They don't post that anymore.
As soon as it happened, I saw it. I'm like, nah, Stephen May's got broken ribs. Yeah. So I saw him just rolling on the ground. I'm like, nah, it's broken ribs for sure.
Yeah.
Melbourne started the game on fire, kicking 5 straight to nothing in the first quarter.
How was the remote at your home going? Was it getting thrown around nearly? Or
I was at the game, Trent. I've mentioned it 3 times now.
Oh, I thought you were saying...
No, I was at the game.
Oh, you did say...
I'm a Hawks member, mate.
How was it going?
It was pretty shit considering... I can't remember if it was the first quarter or the first half where we had 50 marks and the percentage... We had, I think it was 23.
I think he's got the game plan all wrong too.
23 to 77% difference inside 50. Oh no, time spent in forward 50 or forward half.
Uncontested marks has been out the game for about 5 years, mate.
What do you mean?
Uncontested marks, kicking back and forth.
Well, Melbourne just set up ridiculously well defensively. Like if you're watching the game or at the game. We couldn't get it past halfway without having to either kick to a one-on-one or kick to a contest unless we were going backwards because they pushed the 3, the classic switch. You have the one on the flank, maybe one at centre-half back, one at full-back. Those 3 blokes, they had 2, but they had 1 spare running behind the ball. So they left that guy at full-back just roam around freely. And, it obviously worked.
And although James Sicily had the 27 touches, he did have 5 kick on him. He played a lot of time on Bailey Fritsch.
Yeah.
So is that, is that something to worry about too?
No, because I don't think at times, how quickly they move the ball, they were kicking to a 3-on-1 anyway. Yeah. Or 2-on-1, and it was, I know that there was definitely one example where Sicily was worried about I think it was either Brown or Van Ruin, and Fritsch is left all alone anyway. So it's a bit hard when it's one bloke trying to defend 2 forwards.
And as we mentioned, one tag that went right. This tag probably didn't go completely the way you would have liked. You guys did target Clayton Oliver. It was very clear to see.
Yeah, Finn McGuinness straight to Clayton Oliver, which I thought was expected. Got in his head a little bit. There was a few little fiery moments
John
between
Newcomb
the 2.
got him a bit late too at one point.
Oh, yeah. But
it was a fair bump.
It was a fair bump, but it was late, yeah. Crunched him too. He got crunched 2 or 3 times.
He probably focused a bit too much on him because he ended up breaking through and he actually played a really good game, I think, in the end.
Yeah, he played, but he had a decent impact on the game, that's all I'll say. For the tagging job, he didn't get his hands on the footy that much, but when he did, it was pretty damaging, the impact he had.
Yeah, 23, 5 clearances, 6 score involvements, 6 tackles.
Yeah.
So still a decent game.
Still decent, but for his standards, it's probably just a little bit below what he'd normally get, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I just think you focus too much on them and then allow Petrarca to run off and do his thing.
Then again, they've got an unreal midfield. Yeah. They've got a great team all around, actually.
You guys did get dominated in that midfield.
Yeah, we got smashed.
Is that a problem?
I think it could be in the future. However, this
it can't. Some people, I heard someone say, and this is what they said, and I agree. people are saying, oh, well, Will Day's not there. It can't just be saying...
It's not one player.
It's just not because Will Day's there. He's a difference, but he's not going to,
Well, when you have a look at the experience in the Melbourne midfield, and not only that, but the talent there compared to the Hawthorn midfield, you sort of... Especially the ruckman. They've got Max Gawn, who... I'm sorry, he's a good 12, 13 spots above Ned Reeves. Not to mention we have Chol as our second ruckman.
Well, I think it's still a handy second ruck.
Yeah, but I'm saying against Gawn, it's a bit hard. And when you've got the likes of Oliver, Petrarca, those sorts in the mid, against Warple, Newcomb and stuff, it's a bit harder to sort of play against that, especially as a younger team as well.
Yeah.
Because what are we? Youngest team in the league still? I think second youngest.
I think you're still a while off this rebuild.
I don't think we're a while off. I think we just got to get the game plan right.
I don't think you're as far along as what some people thought. Well, some people were tipping you to push for finals this year.
Well, we are missing our key defender.
Yeah, but I don't think you were... people thought you still would have pushed for finals, and I don't think you're that close.
I disagree with that. After the injuries we had, I disagree with saying that some people thought we'd still push for finals after that. I wouldn't say that.
A lot of people rated you highly, though.
Yeah, at the start of the season, before we had our key defender, because to put it blankly, Sam Frost and James Sisley can't line up on key defenders like Peter Wright, Van Ruin, the likes like that. You can't have two medium defenders defending big, tall key defenders.
But I'm more saying I think you're a while off, and it was shown particularly how much dominated you were through the middle.
Yeah, but then you look at the game against the Bombers last week, and we looked good around the middle. So I think it's just one of those things where just maybe an off week. It'll be good to see what we produce next week against Geelong, because Geelong look good at the moment, and I think I don't think they're a top 8 team, they're not far off it. So that'll be a good test to see exactly where we are, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Saturday night, Sydney v Essendon at SCG. Just a fire game, this one. 1930, 131. Sydney defeated the Bombers by 30 points. 101 they were. Papley kicked the 4, Haywood 3, McLean, Warner, Marty, our boy Marty, and Goulden all kicked 2. While for the Bombers, nearly said the Saints because I saw Gresham's name. Gresham and Stringer both kicked 3, while Langford and Merritt and Wright kicked 2. Disposals, Heaney, 32 touches, 8 clearances, 13 score moments, and 1 goal. Warner also had 28 with 2 goals and 14 score moments. Goulden was again prolific off that wing with 24, 2 goals, 4 goals, assists, and 11 score moments. Papley was enormous as well with 24, 4 goals, 10 marks, and 13 scoring moments. Merritt was the one person who kept them in the game, I thought, especially in the first half. Then in the last quarter, he put them on their back when there was still hope, but Sydney, again, managed to run over.
I don't think the scoreline represents the game that was played here.
Yeah, but 32, 2 goals, 2 goals, hits, 10 score runs, 6 tackles. Martin had 31. Setterfield, 29. And McGrath, 25. Now... first one. Essendon Edge was full show in this fiery game. What did you think of it? And first, what do you think of the Essendon Edge, how they came out and they made a statement? Do you think this is the right way for them to go?
Yeah, I can see it being very damaging to opposition at the start. I don't think Sydney looked as good as they have the last 2 weeks. I don't know if you agree.
No,
At the start.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah.
Peter Wright's incident. How do you see this one?
Yeah, 4 weeks, mate.
4 weeks?
4 weeks.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it would have been 6, but he will definitely argue that it was very late turn of the body and he was just bracing for impact.
And didn't it cause a fiery melee?
Oh yeah,
that was decent, wasn't
it? Yeah, far out. But yeah, Peter Wright 4 weeks. See you, champ.
And Isaac Heaney continues form as a midfielder now. I put up today any questions, and we did get one from they're called the Back Pocket Banner Boys. They have their own podcast.
Yep.
Question they asked is, and it's a very valid question: can Isaac Heaney win the Brownlow? It's
round 3.
It's a valid
round 3, fellas.
Would you have him in the lead at the moment? He's possibly pulled 3 3s here. He's possibly on 9.
Well, based on last year's Brownlow count, he could be on 3. or none.
He's
definitely in conversations. I don't think he'd be leading it at the moment.
Who would you have leading it?
That's a tough one as well. No one from Collingwood.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'll put that up. No, he's definitely would be
Or if
in
you
front.
throw me a name, who would be in front of him then? Because I don't only think of one other person.
Who would you say then?
Tom Green.
Yeah, I could agree with that as well.
They're my two that I think would be leading it right now.
They're standouts, but then again, it's only round 3. A lot can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
He's definitely in conversations, I'd say.
So anyways, thanks for that question, boys. And Tom Papley's performance. How good was he? And he wasn't liking it at halftime, the little niggle that was going on. What do you think of his comments? Do you like
I didn't catch what.
Do you like the way he liked? So they asked him about it.
Like in a halftime interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed.
So he's walking off the ground and they were like, "Oh, how's the game going? It's a lot fiery." They're like, "Oh yeah, it's all behind the ball stuff. They're trying to get us cheapies behind the ball, but we'll just keep doing what we can do." And then again, they asked him behind after the game, and he was like, "Yeah, they were niggling him behind the ball, giving us cheap shots behind the ball." But he's like, "Hey, you got to be able to be hard at it for 4 quarters," and clearly they weren't.
Big call.
So what do you think of players expressing themselves like that? Do you like that?
I don't mind it. He's telling the truth, to be fair.
The way he said it, if I can try and find the video for you, because it'll be posted somewhere, it was very, very unfiltered, and I loved it. And
yeah, it's good. You get the complete player's perspective on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can watch it through that sort of lens, I guess. It gives you a different perspective to how the game is played. Because at the end of the day, when you're watching on telly, you can't see what's happening behind the ball.
Yeah.
So it gives you a bit of perspective into the game.
So here's what they've got a quote from him. So he goes, they said, "How do you find the game?" And he goes, "They're trying to get after us. It's all off the ball. We're just worried about the ball. We'll keep being hard in the contest and get the job done." That was after he walked off.
That's a good response.
Walked off at halftime. And then this is him.
Obviously come out. Brad Scott come out and said they want to have that Essendon edge. Really gave it to us. Essendon there obviously come out. Brad Scott come out and said... really gave it to us. Essendon there obviously come out. Brad Scott come out and said they want to have that Essendon edge, and we knew they were going to come out. Obviously Peter Wright maybe took it a bit too far, but that's footy. We moved on from it. And they were still getting into us. We knew we can play 4-quarter footy now. We come in at half time. They were beating us in the contested ball. And we know we're really good at scoring, but we need to win that contested ball and scrounge the scramble. And then we did that in the 3rd quarter, which allowed us to stop them from scoring and us score again.
Tom, you said at half-time that you felt like Essendon maybe were playing off the ball a little bit and that they had taken it a bit outside the rules. Do you feel like that was the case now you've had a chance to sort of settle down after the game?
Yeah, that's in the heat of the moment. But, yeah, I don't know. We all love the footy, love being tough, but you got to do it 4 quarters.
Jeez, cheap shot at the Bombers there.
So what do you like that unfiltered type of stuff?
Yeah, it is good. It brings a bit of flair, I reckon, to the post-game interviews and also the games.
I heard someone say, though, too, they can't wait. If they were Brad Scott, next time Sydney and Essendon play, Tom Papley's name in the middle of the board. Circle him, and every chance you get, you're hammering him.
Yeah, fair enough.
And
that'd be make for good watching from.
They need to be. If they're talking about this Essendon edge, though, the only thing is they need to bring this every week from now on. This is the standard.
Yeah,
this is the standard. They need, and they need to be hard at the contest. They can't just do it 1 week and say it and then not back it up.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Jay Gresham was also good in attack for the Bombers, I thought.
Yeah, he did look good. He hasn't done that for St Kilda in a while, I don't reckon.
No, well, he did have that injury. Remember when he was out for a year?
Yeah. But he does look good. I think that was a good pickup for the Bombers.
Yeah,
he looks good against the Hawks as well.
Yeah, he did. Do you want to take the Sunday game?
Yeah, Bulldogs v the Suns at Mars Stadium out in Ballarat. Goal kickers: Waitman with 6, Baker 3, Norton 2, and Bontempelli 2, and Darcy with 2. King had 2, Holman 2. Disposals: we had the Bont with 32, 2 goals, 11 clearances. We had Treloar with 27, 8 tackles, 7 inside 50s, and Johannesson with 25. Miller had 30.
That's 2 25-plus games in a row for Johannesson. Finally find some time off the half-back line.
I was about to say, it's good.
Remember when he fiddled with him half-back, half-forward, and he kept changing and changing? He's a half-backman.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see also because he wasn't very consistent a couple years ago. He was playing Resi's footy. Mm-hmm. So it's good to see him back and having a good impact on the game. Moving on, though, we have Miller with 30, 10 tackles, 2 goal assists. We have got Flanders with 25, Anderson 25. Gee, hasn't he been good?
Yeah.
And we've got Matt Rowell with 25 with 15 contested bull as always. Waitman kicked 4 in the first quarter and finished with 6 for the day. Incredible.
It was good to watch. And he had five in the first half, but the 4 in the first quarter were just like...
It looked like he was taking the piss out there.
He did.
It was good. It was good watching.
He's very good to watch.
Yeah, he's very exciting. Young. I meant small forward.
Well, he's still young. Yeah,
he's pretty young.
22, probably. 22.
Yeah, 22, turning 23, I reckon.
Yeah.
Or
you might be a year younger than me, I reckon. So 21,
yeah, he's a year
22.
older than me, so maybe 2.
Because you would have went to school.
He was a year above me, I think.
Libba and Matt Rowell went head to head.
Yeah, how good was that?
It was good.
It was a good.
Who gets the chocolates in this one? Do you think?
I've got to go with my boy Lib.
Yep.
By the way,
a lot of people have said Libba, but they've underrated Rowell's performance. I think 25 touches. Probably didn't get as much clearance as he would have liked, but
still got 15.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry,
contested.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Speaking of Libba, you didn't put a poll up for.
I know I didn't, but I was thinking about it today. As soon as I mentioned it, I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't put a poll up. But I'm backing you in. Libba's going to go in the first week.
Yes, good.
And then at the end, I'm not putting him as captain yet.
No, he's got to be captain.
No. But we're going to do that, and then we're going to put it down to 3 or 4 players, and then put a poll at the end of the year who should be captain.
All right, fair enough.
Next one was, I thought Ed Richards was excellent at halfback. I had him as a smoky All-Australian last year.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
19 disposals, 7 marks, and 9 intercepts, but had to leave the ground in the third quarter after being collected high by a David Swallow hit. It was fair, but it was some concussion. So
he did get concussion, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's off for, what is it? What is it now? It's 11? No, 13, 14 days?
14 days.
Yeah,
20, it's 21 member
for
local.
That's right. 2 weeks for AFL, yeah.
Hasn't this guy had an what's the word? Unfortunate run with injury. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nick Caulfield. In the first quarter, suffered a shoulder. You just saw the shoulder pop out. It was not good. And then you could see his anger back in the first quarter. He was down in the rooms and he was slamming stuff into the wall. Just so angry. Finally found his spot back from St Kilda over to the Western Bulldogs.
Yep.
Thought he was going to get some consistent footy, and now the shoulder. It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, especially someone who has shown he's such a damaging footballer when he plays, and having a terrible run with injuries. Just, it's not good. It's not good to watch. Bontempelli, 100th game as captain, and he
was
good.
huge.
He does look good. I'd say he'd be up there with the Brownlow talks.
Well, I've backed him to win the Brownlow, I reckon, for 3 years, and I reckon I'm just going to have to stick with it this year. 3 years in a row, I've just gone...
You got some money on that?
No, I'm not allowed to.
Why not?
My new thing.
What new thing?
We're not allowed to bet on AFL games.
Oh.
Because I work with umpires, remember?
Oh, true.
Yes, I'm not allowed to bet on AFL games.
Didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Disappointing, but, saving the money.
Saving the money, but... You know what?
It's always all right to put a 10-legger multi on sometimes here and there, though.
Far out, 10-leggers. Sam Darcy.
Sometimes we go for the 13. Sometimes the 14. See how we go. I got a good podcast for you, actually.
What?
Do you like your multis? It's called...
I don't really like... The only thing I put multis on now is UFC.
It's called... I listened to it today.
I put an absolute screamer multi on.
The 100K Sports. You heard of them? They're trying to get they're trying to get 100K multi by the end of the year.
$100,000 multi. Get it up?
Yep.
Far out.
And they go through all the odds. It's a good listen. Very good listen.
I put an absolute scrape. I think it was 20-odd leg multi on the UFC, and it was over so many fight cards.
Yeah.
And
gamble responsibly, guys.
Yeah, do gamble responsibly. Put a tenner on it. Would have won me over 100,000. Lost the first 4 fights.
Yep.
All lost, and then after that,
you combine the remaining legs.
No, I haven't. But I couldn't be bothered because I'm like, let's be real, it's probably not getting up. But after that, I haven't lost a single fight since, and there's only the fights left on UFC 300 left to go. So maybe I should have combined those last legs. I wonder what the cash out to be sitting at right now.
It would be interesting. Sam Darcy was good for the Dogs, coming in for Rory Lobb. 15 disposals, kicked the 2, 12 hit outs, obviously chopping out in the ruck, 4 marks, played down back, played up forward, did everything.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be in next week.
Lobb
doesn't come back in.
No,
that's
chance.
what I was saying.
He only kicked the one.
You looked at me then.
Yeah, he only kicked the one.
Yeah. Not to mention, Jack McRae. Speaking of VFL,
So some sources said 47, but on the VFL app and on their page it says 46.
doesn't matter.
But-
Still unreal. That's absolutely.
If he doesn't come, does he? Is he in this week?
You'd hope so. If he's not, that's just
But-
an injustice.
All right, I've got you one. So they've obviously played well here. He's in. Who's coming out though? I'd want to see him
Bonds
in.
and Pally, see you, mate.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
kidding, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
that's the only thing. Who comes out? Because
it's
I heard
a
his
hard one,
reasons.
isn't it?
He wants to play Sanders, and then
Look.
Sanders was good though.
I know he was good.
You're not dropping Sanders.
You can't have a bloke get 47 in the or 46, whatever it was, in
Who
the
was
VFL and not play him.
Who was the other
What
one?
a waste of money.
Yeah, who was the other one he wanted to play? Harvey something, I think. Harvey Gallagher, I think, was the other one.
Could you even take someone out of a forward line or a back line,
Yeah,
maybe?
but then you're just wasting him, I think. He's got to be midfield.
Rotate him in the mid. Give people a break.
That's what he did last year, and he was still a bit wasted, I think.
Right. Well,
Yeah, so
maybe the Dogs need to get rid of him then if they're going to play him in the VFL with
I
46
think he's
touches.
30. He's 30 at the moment. So
That's
he's
all right.
Yeah, probably got a couple more years.
Probably got two-year contract.
Richmond, Port Adelaide, 13-14-92. Richmond were defeated by Port, 18-14, 122 with 30 points. Goal kickers, you had Baker with the 3, Bolton with the 2, Mansell with the 2, Taranto, Bolton, Lynch, Pickett, Rioli, Ross. And Marshall kicked 4, Finlayson and Burn-Jones kicked the 3, Dixon kicked the 2. He's just going along, mate. What was it, 3 last week, 2 this week, just going along.
Just going along.
Bergman, Butters, Drew, Evans, Houston, and Mead. Disposals, Ross had 26 with 12 score elements, 5 clearances and a goal, and Taranto had 26 with 9 score elements. Butters was huge for the Power with 34, 3 goals, 13 score elements, 7 clearances and a goal. Rosie had the 28, 8 marks, 7 score elements and 5 clearances. Willem Drew, 27, 10 score elements and 9 inside 50s. Farrell had 27, 596 metres gained, while Wines, this is why he plays in the midfield, 26, 10... What was that? 10 clearances and 9 score moments. That's why he's not going to be seen on a wing again. 10 clearances. That's why he's in there, mate.
It's not bad. It's not bad football. Not bad watch.
But how's Travis Boak? He becomes just a 23rd
Overrated.
Give me a spell. 23rd player in VFL AFL history to reach the milestone of 350 games. That's huge. He's been a great player too.
It's a great achievement. It's an unreal achievement.
It's been a great player too. Some of his accolades. So he's Port Adelaide captain for 2013 and 2018. He's a 3-time All-Australian, 2-time BNF, 3-time and Showdown medalist as well. And he did have the chance to go across to
Showdown
Geelong.
medalist, might I add.
Yeah, and did have the chance to go over to Geelong where he grew up. I think he grew up in Torquay, I believe.
Yep.
But there was times when he sat down and met with people from Geelong. People would come over. But he chose to be faithful and stay with Port, and who knows, he might have had a premiership. But he stayed faithful.
He could have had a premiership with Port. They played in like 3 prelims in his time. In his captaincy.
But he could have had the 2021.
Yeah, but he could have, mate, he's had his fair chance of a premiership.
No, 2022. Sorry, 2022.
Could have had his fair share of a premiership.
I haven't watched. I watched a bit of the highlights to this, but do you want to just quickly go through this one? We won't spend too much time on this, but
Wet Toast v the Giants at Optus Stadium. We had Cripps with 1, Waterman, Hunt, Kelly, and Yo. Cadman with 3, Hogan 2, Bedford 2, Daniels 2, Kelly 2. Disposals, Duggan with 28, Yo with 27, McGovern with 26 with 10 intercepts. Whitfield had 36, Green had 34 with 11 inside 50s, 767 metres gained.
shout out to form against Jared Davis, who did you see this? Do you watch his videos? Some of them. So
no, I have seen.
He
a couple
does
of
do
them,
Nick
yeah.
Dacos. He's been doing Nick Dacos for every disposal Nick Dacos gets. He runs 100 metres.
Yeah, I did say that.
So because Nick Dacos didn't have a very good game, he's like the top comment for this week. I'll do as well.
Yep.
He got about 20 people say Tom Green, and in his little Instagram video, you can see my TikTok comment on there. My name comes up. I've actually screenshot it. I'll show. Because I said Tom Green, and he ended up having to do 34 times 100 metre sprints this morning.
There you go, 3.4 cats.
Yeah.
Hey!
Tom Green.
Hey.
I thought that was a good one because he's probably been let off lightly there. Could have got more, 34. I was thinking, he's going to have to do 38, 40.
Yeah, true.
I was like, pencil him in for 40. It's West Coast. But first of all, how fucking bad are West Coast? They're putrid. They are
You
putrid.
can't say much.
I can say that.
I know you can, but you can't say much. They haven't got a good list, mate. They've got
Whose fault is that?
Mate, they were...
Whose fault is that? Oh, they haven't got a good list. Maybe they shouldn't have gave out so much of a big contract after winning that 2018 premiership. Because what have they done since 2018 flag? What have they done? I can tell you what. Fuck all.
That's all right, mate.
They haven't done anything since then.
Beat you.
Since then, I said.
Oh, yeah, but
Since
they still
then.
beat you. They still beat you, that.
Since then, how'd that go for them the next year? They gave out contracts to veterans that...
deserve them, you reckon?
Yeah, exactly. Because what have they done since
All right,
then?
they made a mistake, but you can't go, they're fucking terrible, because they are, well, although they haven't got a great list.
They are terrible, and it's their fault.
Okay, but when saying that they're fucking terrible,
They're 10 to 15 years off becoming a decent team again.
15, that's a
They're
big call.
10 years off becoming a decent team again.
Jesus Christ, that's a massive call.
They're at least 10 years.
What makes you say that?
They've got some talent coming through, but they've got no key forward, and especially
Oscar Allen?
key forward. He's injured at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Teams
still got him.
Teams are sniffing for him. They don't know whether they want to play Oscar Allen as a key forward or key defender at the moment because they got no one down back. Key position players take at least 4 to 5 years to become a decent player. You find especially the high draft pick keys. They don't in the first year or two. They don't come in and be a superstar and grab lock and horns. Look at Jamal Ugle-Hagan. First few seasons struggled. Now he's just starting to become that player that everyone thought he was going to be.
King Brothers?
Didn't take Max King's been inconsistent. He's just starting to put together consistent footy. Been very consistent. Ben King's been good, but also had some very inconsistent games. The key position players take a while to mould in, so they need to get a decent key defender, which they take at least 3 to 4 years to come. So there's 4 years there. They've got no one really running through that midfield.
Hang on. You're saying...
Are you telling me we're looking down 6 years down the track? Is Harley Reid running out for West Coast?
Potentially.
If a club came at him from Victoria and gave him money to come home, decent money, I think he'd take it in a fucking heartbeat.
Probably, but you can't say that the West Coast... You're only seeing it from the eyes. When you're rebuilding a club, you're only seeing it from the eyes of draft picks. They can use their draft picks, as you said.
They've had that many draft picks, though.
Yes, but listen. You're saying that a good key position player takes between 4 to 5? 3 to 5?
3 to 4.
3 to 4 years to fully develop. They could use the pick to trade for established players as well.
Why didn't they trade pick 1 last year? They could have traded pick 1 and got 3 inside the top 10.
I don't think you would have got 3 inside the top 10.
That was what was offered for pick 1 last year.
By who?
3 inside the top 10, a couple of clubs.
Well, they could have done that, but who's to say that then they might not do that this year?
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's going to become as good as what people wanted for Harley Reid. Just because of everyone wanted Harley Reid, that's why that much was offered.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. But,
but they are a while off. You can see it.
I don't think they're that far. I don't think they're 10 to 15 years off. I think maybe 7.
7 to 10. Say 7 to 10 then.
I'd say 7, 5 to 7 before
they compete for a flag.
I wouldn't say your goal is to compete for a flag. Your goal is to make finals.
At the end of the day, your club's goal is to win a flag. It's not to play finals.
But when you're rebuilding, the very first goal you have is to make the top 8. Because once you crack the top 8, it's pretty easy to build off that. All right, you look at Richmond, right? Finished 9th all those years.
Yep.
They finally crack the top 8. You see what they produce. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Like where I'm coming from?
Yeah. But I think it's just a while off.
I think it's a while off, but I think you've oversold
7 to 10, I think, is a fair call for how long that they're going to take.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it goes past 2028, you can add an extra 4 years onto the rebuild when Tassie come in.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
you were not even thinking about that.
No, but so then that would be 8 years. So then you're itching closer to that 10.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, 7 to 10, maybe not 15, that was a bit extreme, but 7 to 10, because they need, I don't know, like all the WA prospects are seeming to not be picked by WA clubs, or they're going elsewhere, and they're getting fished with big money. Like, tell me someone's not going to come for Oscar Allen?
Yeah, they might, but who's to say that he doesn't want to stay with West Coast? For example, people could have said the same thing about Harry Sheasel, but no, he said, I like what we're producing here.
Yeah.
North Melbourne aren't that good.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't think they're much better.
I think the difference is though, it's in his state, so he's closer to home as a first year player. But at the same time,
who's to say he couldn't move to Collingwood?
they need to bring in they should bring in established players. There is no way West Coast are a destination club at this moment because their club is a mess
At the moment, but
exactly. So I think they need.
you got to start somewhere. That's all I got to say. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Would you say Hawthorn's a destination club?
More than West Coast because at least you're playing in Melbourne. That's where footy is played.
WA's they're the biggest club in the league. West Coast.
Nah, Tasmania are. let's get that. 150,000 members they clocked over.
Ah, $10. Yeah, it's good. Unreal for them to see the show of support for the Tassie club. Unbelievable.
Let us know your thoughts on how long you think this West Coast rebuild could take. Am I being too harsh saying it?
I think you are
the
being
7
too
to 10 years?
Because they've got a great coach. Adam Simpson is a good coach.
Yeah, guess what? Won't be there next year. Calling it. He should not have been here. He should not be coaching right now.
Big call.
Who
replaces him?
I don't know who replaces him, but he should not be coaching West Coast right now.
Kevin Sheedy, mate, we need you down in WA.
He could go coach. He could go coach another club, and I'll be like, fine. But he's got nothing else to do with this West Coast list. Like, I feel sorry for him at some point because look at what he's having to deal with, and he's a good coach.
Exactly.
So, and he's having to put up with this. I feel sorry for him. Imagine walking into work every day looking at that list. Oh, could only imagine. Anyways, we'll start off with the round 2 team of the week.
Yep.
And you've also, and then we'll go through the Supercoach and tips. And you've also got a new segment.
Yeah, I reckon we're not going to have enough time for the new segment.
Oh, no, we've got plenty of time, mate. You got an hour.
No, we're pushing. We're pushing. We're pushing.
Well, we're not on a time limit, mate. We make our own rules.
True.
Round 2 team of the week. So here's how we were going. Sorry, that's all my stats. I've got to go over to the right page. Round 2 team of the week, starting from the full back line. Connor Iden and 28 touches. And Sam Taylor was a brick wall, I thought, 14 intercepts. And Harry Sheasel for his 35 disposals. Half back line, Nasiah Wanganeen-Malira. Could not have him in there.
Hey. Now, there's an exciting young player.
Oh, yeah.
You know who else is an exciting young player? Ari Shawmaker, who I think was a steal of last draft. I've said it multiple times.
Yep.
Did you see 34 for the Zebras?
Yeah.
He's not far off AFL footy, I don't reckon.
Yep. Josh Battle at centre-half back had 14 intercepts as well. Oh, no, 12 intercepts, sorry.
I was about to say 14.
Tom Stewart.
Yep.
It's pretty self-explanatory. On the wing, Josh Dacos.
Oh, Jesus.
29 touches, 726 metre gain, going at 85% efficiency as a pure wingman.
Okay.
Marcus Bonapelli. And
on the wing?
No.
I was going to say far.
And Errol Goulden. My half forwards are Brian Myers.
Did you only have one wingman?
No, Dacos and Goulden.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Half forwards are Brian Myers, Marshall, and Gresham. Full forward line is Waitman, Fritsch, Papley. My midfield, Luke Jackson in the ruck, Tom Green, Isaac Heaney. On the bench, I got Petrarca.
Okay, good.
Higgins, Hawkins, Butters, and Powell.
I think Petrarca was a bit stiff not to start in that team, but
I couldn't put him on top of Bont. That's the only probably place I'd play. I'd play him in the centre, straight in the centre, but I couldn't put him on top of Bont.
Who else did you have in there?
Tom Green and Isaac Heaney, who are probably the top two Brownlows at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
And I think Petrarca, I don't know what it is, but I just think Petrarca's name, if he's going to play, it has to be in the centre circle.
Cookbook.
And I couldn't put him on top of Bont.
You could have played him as a forward.
I could have played him as forward, but he only kicked the one goal, so it wouldn't have made sense.
Ran rings around us.
Do you want to go with your segment or want to go with Marty? Have you got a Marty player?
I do.
Please,
do I? No, I do, yeah.
Okay.
No,
I haven't made a thing yet. And have you got an intro worked out for your thing?
Nah, I don't need an intro, mate. Don't need an intro.
Okay.
Off you.
Where are we going with?
Your player.
Marty Party 22. So I'm going to cook up an intro. I'm going to try and find some Marty commentary and then maybe put some party music in the background. Yep. My player is from the Freo Dockers because as you found out last week, apparently I love them so much. This guy, you've gone with the same player, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
This guy could be the best player in his position at the moment. And he's laid back, but geez, I reckon he'd be some good fun on a night out, especially when your nickname is Dogger. I've gone for Luke Jackson. He brought the energy on the game, and I reckon he'd be real. I don't know about you. I reckon he'd be real fun. Even though he's laid back, doesn't really care. He'd turn up on a night out.
Oh yeah, he would.
And he'd pull the ladies because of his height too. I reckon.
You reckon he'd pull because of his height?
Yeah, I don't know he's got a girlfriend, but like they'd be hanging off him, and it'd be like, Dogger. Who's yours?
I've gone for a bit of a different sort of one that you might think. Key defender.
Yep.
Plays for the Orange team. Had an unreal... Well, when I say unreal, he had a very good defensive impact. And I feel like we need some defenders in this team.
Yeah.
We need some blokes who can really hold it up. I feel like he'd be an absolute ripper on a night out. And that's 198 centimetre tall. Sam Taylor. I've got Sam Taylor as my player of the week.
Luke Jackson takes the chocolates there, I reckon.
That's all right.
We'll see how we go.
That's all right.
We'll see. I think Luke Jackson's the better one there, but yeah. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now you got your new segment as well.
I do have my new segment.
Now, do a little bit of an intro. What was behind this, and what inspired you to create this, and what you've called it?
So I've been to 3 rounds of footy in a row, and you know, at the football, you see some weird shit.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest. At the football, whether it be local, AFL, in and amongst the ground, you see some characters, you see some weird stuff.
Yep.
And so that led me to create this segment. I'm calling it Play On or Not On.
How many have you got?
I've got 2 this week.
Okay, yep.
2 this week.
I'm sure it will climb up to about that 3 to 5 at some point.
I've got 2 this week,
And
but these 2 really
does it have to
stood
be
out.
about sport, or can it be anything?
It can be anything in life.
I
but
like that.
I do like this Play On or Not On, because every day in life you see some shit that's just weird.
Yeah.
Just odd. And you go, oh, that's not on.
Sleeping into 4 p.m.
When you were on night shift, I think that's pretty play on. Anyway, my first one is, and this happened on Saturday. So I sit in the Hawthorn members area, and adults with flags that aren't in a cheer squad, I just don't think it's good. What are your thoughts when you see a grown man or woman waving a flag? Not even a big one, like one of those little...
Oh, that's not on. If it was a big one, I'd go, oh, yeah.
Nah, not like a cheer... That's what I'm saying. Not a cheer squad flag. Like one of those little ones you get in your membership pack.
Oh, yeah.
Waving the flag, I can't get around that. There's just something off about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that one.
So you're going with
not
not
on.
on. And the second one, last week at the Hawthorn Essendon game.
And while you're at it, 2 weeks. Don't come back for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Don't come back. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks we're giving that?
Yeah, 2
Give
weeks.
that 2 weeks. Next one.
Being generous too.
Last week, stinking hot.
Yep.
I fully understand. And walking through the concourse with the old boy, and I see this.
Old boy.
And I see this lady. Got the Essendon Guernsey on. Can get behind that. Hot day.
I can't.
It's a singlet. I don't mind. See, I think there's rules and regulations. We'll go over that after this. Anyway, look down. Oh, she's got the bomber shorts on as well. That's all right. You know those hat things that look like the dreadlocks? I'll see if I can find a...
Yes.
She had one of those on. Mind you, it's just under 30 degrees, stinking on. Then I look down. And do you remember those slippers they made that look like football boots?
Yes.
The big oversized...
No,
she had those with Essendon socks on.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And I've had a look and I've gone, what the fuck is that? Not only, why are you wearing slippers on a 28 degree, 30 degree day when half the MCG is sitting in bathing sunlight at 1:45 on a Saturday? And 2, who goes and looks in the mirror before they go out and go to a game of football going, this looks good.
This looks good. I have fucking nailed this.
Unreal.
I have nailed this.
Putrid. If there was an MRO for shit kids for the football, she'd be getting 6 weeks.
I reckon she should have been invited to Glamour on the Grid.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just shit. It was... Oh.
Play on.
Oh, no. No, that's not on. That's not on. That's not on.
She's passionate, all right?
What's your stance on the old wearing the Guernsey to the game?
I'm all right with it. What about you?
You just said that you weren't a fan.
No, I was a fan of it being an Essendon jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Like, because I know this is a big,
I know a lot of people
debate.
say if you're an adult, grow up.
See, I disagree to an extent.
I just don't think they look as cool as the basketball ones. That's why everyone bags it, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you can wear the basketball ones casually.
I don't. If you're just wearing the Guernsey, I think you need to pack it in.
Oh, but over the jumper.
Over the jumper, over a shirt, okay.
Yeah.
I also think that they give a lot of if you're there with kids, I think it's completely okay.
Yeah.
If you're going dead set by yourself, just wear the scarf. If you're going with some mates, throw the Guernsey on. Show your support. If you're going by yourself, just wear the scarf and a hat, mate. And the people that just wear the Guernsey, get it off. Get it off. Singlet with like jeans, no, it doesn't look good. Get it off.
Well, but what if it was just that day, that stinking hot day?
I said that's fair enough. That's completely fair enough because it's a singlet at the end of the day.
And the slippers to go with it.
Oh, disgraceful. I should have got a photo. That was fucking terrible.
Just not a bad start, mate. Not a bad start.
Oh, far out.
Let's go through our Supercoach quickly, and
and then I'll take over the tips.
Tipping results. How'd you go on the Supercoach personally while I loaded up? How'd you go, mate?
In Supercoach, fucking terrible. So bad. Supercoach isn't my forte. I just play it to have a bit of fun.
Yep.
See what people score, but...
Okay, we're going to go over to the Up the Guts comp. We had...
I would have finished almost last.
Waxham Westhoff defeated Wangs Out for 2 metre, which is Connor.
Oh, yep. Hey, mate.
2044.
Sorry to say it, Connor. You won't see him for 6 weeks.
2037, yep.
4 even.
Ben Cousins, 1,699, defeated by Geeky. I think that's John.
Yeah, it is my mate.
Greeky, sorry.
Greeky, mate.
Yeah,
come on, get it right. Don't you disrespect my friends like that.
Burke's Battlers, 2,053, defeated In It to Win It, 2,035. Colonel Sanders, 2007, defeated Ethan's Dream Team, 1,895. Zaddy, 2016, defeated Always Winning, 1,957. Newsflash, no, you're not. Anyway, bit harsh. Thanks for your contribution. Wet Toast Eagles, 1,609, defeated by Riles. Last year's winner too.
He shit.
1,962.
Yeah, I got
Hot Pies, 1,918, defeated by Mavs team. The first annual winner of our first year of the comp, 1,941. And Tricky, 1,918, defeated Fiddler, 1,802.
How many blokes did you have out with the bye? Or did you trade those blokes out?
I put them on the bench, I think.
Yeah, but...
Let's have a look.
Geez, you must have them down.
Put them on... No, I left Zach Williams. I just put him on the bench.
Yeah, but who did you have on the bench to bring on is what I'm asking.
I'm trying to check...
All right, while we wait for that, let's get to the
I got it. I had no one to bring on for Zach Williams. And for the forward line, I took out James Harms because of his suspension and put in Nick Watson. Who else?
Oh, the whiz. Fuck, he looked good.
Put him in. Steve Cornelio has the bye next week, but I can just take him out and put either Jeremy Sharp or Jai Clark in. Both played well on the weekend. Who else has the bye for me next week? Alex Sexton, but I can put James Harms or Sean Manor in. And Brody Uland has the bye. I have no one to replace him at the moment as we speak.
There you go. Welcome back to the Up the Guts tipping comp.
We'll have a look quickly at the standings afterwards. On top is Riles.
Mm-hmm. Would be after absolutely thrashing me.
Greeky, second.
Oh, really? What did he score?
I think
it goes on wins, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think
percentages and shit. Yeah.
I'm sitting in a comfortable third place.
Yep.
Colonel Sanders in fourth. Zaddy in fifth. Mavs team in sixth. Burke's Battlers in seventh. Waxham Westhoff in eighth. Wangs Out for 2 metre in ninth. In It to Win It in 10th. Hot Pies in 11th. Always Winning in 12th. Ethan's Dream Team in 13th. Fiddler in 14th. Ben Cousins in 15th, which is my brother. And in 16th. And last, it suits the name, Wet Toast Eagles.
Oh, yeah, get around it. Who's calling me? Oh, the old boy.
Good on you, mate.
Oh, shit. Might have to wrap this up. Dad's called me.
Tips, mate. Tips. How'd they go in the tips? What are the standings looking like at the moment? And can you see their emails, as you said? Or can you...
I can, but it means I have to go into, like, the... Because I know roughly who everyone is because...
Just do... How did everyone...
I'm just going to do our top 10.
Yep.
I'm going to do our top 10. So, this week, we had Chris, he's on top of the whole league. He had 7 tips this week.
He's taking over Carter.
Huh?
He's taking Carter.
He has.
Taking Carter's spot.
Mate, he's dropped a fair bit. Then we've got me in second.
Sick.
I'm in second spot. I
Can't say that one.
had 6 tips correct with I had a margin of 2. I tipped the Saints though. So how good are those Saints, mate? How good are those Saints?
Oh yeah, so good.
Then we have my mother in third. She got 6 tips with a margin of 15. Katar has dropped to 4th. He only got the 4 correct this week.
Collingwood, I know that. We'll text him during the night.
Jai with 6. He's in 5th spot with the 6 tips correct. JD Hawks fan 15.
Who's your dad?
What?
That's your dad, isn't
that's
it?
what I mean.
That's a shocking.
I stitched him up with that. He's 6 with the 6 tips. Then we've got Jordan he's 7th with the 6 tips. You 8th with the 5 tips. Connor jumps up a couple of spots, 9th with 6 tips. And to round out the top 10, we have Tom 7th. Tom, with 7 tips.
No, he ran out of the top 10. Tom in 7th. You've nailed that one, big fella.
I tell you what, tell your old man to continue his tipping.
Well, remember last week he wasn't happy.
Dan did the same thing. He missed the first week.
This week he clicks to me. How many to get right? Have a look. He had a shocker, I think, again.
No, 6. He got 6
My dad?
right this week. Yeah, this week he got 6.
He-
He's only got 8 for the year, but I could have sworn blind though that I put in the settings. If you miss all your tips, you just automatically get the away team.
That's what you do get.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't because otherwise your old man would have more than 8 tips.
Really?
Correct. Yeah, because the away teams won a fair bit last week, I thought.
Maybe he only submitted one game last week because he got one, I think, last week.
Because let me double check. Hang on. Sorry, boys. 1 second. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. That's this week, dickhead.
Yeah, dickhead.
1. Oh, no, never mind. You did get 1 tip. Yeah. Sorry, I apologise.
As we round out this week, our tips for this week. Do you want to get the games up, mate?
I will quickly get the games up. Oh, I just had them far out. Bloody hell. First off, we have Thursday at the Gabba. 0-4. We have Brisbane v the Pies.
Pies.
At the Gabba.
Yep.
That's a big call.
Brisbane don't look
Friday.
amazing. Who are you? You got to say who you're going to.
Oh, Brisbane. Length of the Flemington, mate. Then we've got Friday, Good Friday match. Always a good one. North v Carlton.
Blues.
At the Telstra Dome.
Blues.
Yeah, I got the Blues as well. We've got Freo v Adelaide at Optus.
Freo.
I got Freo as well. We've got the Bombers v Saints at Marvel.
St Kilda.
I'm going Bombers.
Ooh, okay.
We've got Port Adelaide v Melbourne at Adelaide Oval.
Port Adelaide.
We've got... Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
I agree.
Well, mate,
sorry, I should have said that.
I was going to say, this is an audio type of thing, so you can't just nod your head and expect the listeners listen along to know what you're talking about.
We got the Dogs v the West Coast Eagles at Marvel.
Who you going?
Who am I going?
Yeah.
West Coast. No, I'm going. I'm going the Bulldogs.
No, just did the old Will nod. No, Western Bulldogs.
I'm going...
100%.
Sorry, Richmond v Sydney. This is at the G.
Richmond v Sydney. The G Sydney still.
Yep, and then we've got Easter Monday clash, which I think will actually be a good game. Hawthorn v Geelong.
Geelong.
I'm going...
Of course you are.
Geelong.
Okay, yep.
No, I'm kidding.
Is there a medal? Is there a medal for Easter Monday?
No.
Oh,
I can't
putrid.
fucking stand Geelong, so I'm going Hawthorn. I hope we drub them. Hope we drub the pricks.
Jeff Kennett's there. Say hello, mate.
Yeah. Yep.
Kennett's curse, will it continue?
No,
it's over.
I was about to say we broke that in 2013.
It's over, but like...
Best game of footy I've ever been to, that.
But so you think you'll win that one?
Honestly, I think if we play like we did against the Bombers, we have a chance. If we play like we did, 2 completely different teams, I feel. The way we played. In all seriousness, probably Geelong will get up. But I don't like Geelong, so I will tip Hawthorn.
What is it? What do you got against Geelong?
I fucking hate Geelong.
Yeah, well,
and I fucking hate that prick Tommy Hawkins. Can't stand him.
What's wrong with Tommy Hawkins? Pretty boys, Mum.
There was one time...
Mum calls him pretty boy.
Nah, he cheap-shotted James Sicily in the goal square after they were losing by, I think it was like 20 points.
Oh, well, no, and James Sicily, he was probably chirping.
Oh, he was in his ear, yeah. But doesn't warrant a punch in the stomach.
Oh, I reckon James Sicily would be the type of guy that you'd want to punch.
Nah, good bloke. Good bloke.
You'd want to punch. Like, no, good bloke, but he just wouldn't shut up, would he?
No, good chirper.
He just...
Good chirper.
Don't condone violence, but...
Don't condone violence, but we'll get him. Anything else, mate, you want to add?
Don't condone violence, but Kane Corns hope gets knocked out round 1. Yeah, in round 1. Go for a round. Boxing fights.
Oh.
He's versing Nathan Brown.
Oh, forgot about... Oh, Nathan Brown wiped the floor.
You reckon?
Oh, fucking oath. Brownie?
Dane Swan.
Sports bet Brownie we're talking about. Knocks this shit.
Daisy Thomas and Dane Swan.
That'd be a good fight.
Apparently people... no, not people. Dale Thomas was saying Swanee looks lazy, but apparently he's very handy on the gloves.
Is he?
He goes, oh, he's very handy on the gloves. He grew up in Broadmeadows. He was in his CSCF street fights.
Fair enough. Broadmeadows, rough spot.
And then, did you forget about that gather round?
I forgot about the biff.
There's tickets.
Fuck me, I'm going to 5 rounds of footy in a row.
Yeah, good invite to that, by the way.
Yeah, you're not going to let that go, are you?
No, not ever. Not going to let that go.
That's right.
I'm never going to let that go. No, I'm not a sook. It was just broken promises, and I thought.
Oh, there was no promises. There was no promises. Broken promises, a bit far, a bit rich.
You asked me to come, and I said yes, and then you're like, yeah, all right. And next minute, I'm not fucking coming. What's the go here? This is absolute bullshit. I'm done. Let's end the podcast now. I've had enough. Thank you for listening. See you guys again next week. I've had it with this bloke. See you later.